Only 1 in 10 people actually have financial freedom. Even though each year millions of people set out new financial goals, they actually never seem to achieve them and get any richer. So in this video, I'm going to offer you 10 easy money goals anybody can do in a very short period of time. Knocking down these targets will not only help you become richer, but it will also set you on a decent path to gain financial independence. So let's not waste any time and jump into the first target you can literally knock down at the end of this video, and that is write down where you are now financially. The easiest way to do this is with a personal net worth calculator, and it is so important to do this step because it tells you exactly where you are and you can track if you're moving forwards or backwards every month. By doing this, you can easily see any problems before they actually become big problems you cannot deal with. If you're going to struggle to do this, there's a link to my free newsletter, and the first 500 people who sign up are going to get my own net worth calculator for absolutely free. Number 2 is a big one, and that is set up a pre-budget. I want you to go and set up a target for your next paycheck and every paycheck thereafter. For example, each month, let's say you're going to put 35% onto household bills and costs, 20% on food, 20% on loan and debt repayments, 15% on entertainment, and 10% on investments. Make sure that on this pre-budget, you cover all 5 of these sectors within your budget, and also try to maintain that 10% investing every month into your investments. This way, your wealth will be increasing each and every month, and in turn, you're going to get richer. The third big, easy money goal to knock down fast is to read these 3 books. I've picked these 3 books because not only are they very easy to read and follow, but they will also set you up with the knowledge moving forward so that you can excel financially. One of them is even responsible for my own success and set me on the path to become a millionaire by 30. Links to these 3 books and many others are also down in the description. On to goal number 4, which is increase your debt payments by 10%. If you have credit card debt or any other debts excluding a mortgage, try and increase these payments by 10% of what you currently pay. This will help you pay off your debts quicker and help you get to financial freedom much faster. A top tip here is to pay off the smallest debt first, and then when that's paid off, use this new free cash available to then pay off the next lowest debt amount. This is called the snowball method, and it's a proven way to knock down your debts very fast. And what's more is this amount that you pay off will then compound, and eventually you will be left with not only no debt, but actually a decent amount of cash available that you can now throw into investing into your future. Number 5 is super important, and it's something I tell every single person on my one-on-one calls, and that is make yourself richer by 1 hour every day. Now, the word rich doesn't necessarily mean run outside and cut your next door neighbor's lawn for 20 bucks. Reading a simple money book or making yourself financially more knowledgeable also counts. Average out 7 hours a week to make yourself richer. The laziest approach to this would be literally tune into Bloomberg Radio every single morning for an hour on your commute to work. Even just doing this step will massively improve your financial knowledge, but also keep you focused on your individual financial goals. Goal number 6 we touched on already, and you're probably sick of hearing this, but if you're not doing a side hustle or have started your own business, please think of a way of doing this. There is not a millionaire on the planet who has only one stream of income. A simple example of this is in 2017, I helped my friend's brother Jason set up a side hustle, which now gives him more than a full-time doctor's salary. We basically went round to the local bungalow estate asking old people in November 2017 if they wanted us to come and put up their Christmas lights for the holidays. Bungalows and old people estates are a great way of earning extra cash, and there's many jobs that they just can't do, and usually these people are cash rich. We agreed a fee of £100 to put up the Christmas lights in December and take them down in January, or they could sign up for just £75 and we'll do one or the other. Out of the 33 clients we took on that day, every single one of them went for the up and down option for £100. What's more is these 33 clients were so happy with Jason, his work, and more importantly, his personality, is they started referring him. Jason now has over 150 clients from this simple side gig. He has 2 full-time employees and does many other jobs from cutting grass to putting up lights at Christmas. This year in 2023, he's gonna clear £75,000 in profit, all the while maintaining his new full-time job, which weirdly pays him less than his side hustle. I think that most old people just want company, someone to share a cup of tea with, but they also take pride in their homes and making them look sharp, especially during the holidays which they're desperate to celebrate. Referrals from these businesses are literally insane. And goal number 7 also ties into this step, and that is to find a way to turn your expenses into a profit, or at least limit that expense. For example, the reason Jason and I actually did this Christmas side hustle was I was sat with Jason buying him a beer, and he was saying that he couldn't afford beers because he couldn't afford Christmas gifts, therefore he shouldn't be drinking. A basic common student dilemma at Christmas time. After our first beer, we then walked to the nearest bungalow estate because I wanted to prove a point. We walked about 15 minutes and went to our first bungalow, knocked on the door, and believe it or not, got our first sale. It was that easy. He made over £3,000 that Christmas, which more than covered his beer tokens and Christmas gifts. The mission here is if you have a holiday coming up or a big expense that you have to pay for, a birthday present, an engagement ring, try and find a way from a side hustle, not your salary, to pay for it. That way your salary can keep focusing on making you richer each month. Also try and look at your expenses as potential opportunities which you might be able to monetize. It won't work in every case, absolutely, but it's definitely worth a look every month. All my summer holidays and ski holidays, which is 3 a year, are all paid for from side hustles, not my main business. A simple money goal for number 8 is to eliminate pointless expenses in this extreme way. Every so often, I call my bank and cancel every single direct debit I have. I know this is extreme, but I'm an extreme kind of guy. When I cut my expenses, I then get back my previous month's statement and then call up all of these companies individually and reactivate them. 9 times out of 10, there's something I'm paying for which I don't even recognize. But while I do this and call them back, I always try and negotiate a better deal. And if they don't negotiate, sometimes more than not, it rubs me up the wrong way and I end up leaving it anyway. I'm not joking. This is a method that can save you a lot of money, but also don't do it every month. It takes a hell of a lot of time. I try and do it every 6 months or at least once a year. Goal number 9 is something that is not talked about enough. It is very important, and that is to teach the people around you, whether it's your kids, your wife, your husband, or whatever. I cannot stress how underrated this is. If you do not surround yourself or educate people around you to be more money conscious, it will vastly keep you off track to becoming richer. I'm not saying go and divorce your wife because she's reckless at spending in IKEA, but what I am saying is if you can educate the people around you while you're learning too, they will also benefit from this. In turn, that will be paid back and compound on itself over time. Goal number 10 is something so simple, yet I have yet to see anybody physically do even after my one-on-one calls. And that is set a calendar reminder on the 1st of every single month to calculate your net worth again, but also answer a big question at the top of that page. And that is, are you richer? Yes or no? By doing this, you are holding yourself accountable for your own personal finances. Trust me, nobody else is going to do this for you. By answering this question physically, it's going to make you more determined next month to succeed and take drastic action when needed. If you can then combine this simple hack with the most important money hack of all, it's going to rocket your wealth to untold heights. And if you want to know what that money hack is, there's a massive hack hiding within every investing book ever written. Good luck out there.